This particular deal, which is a 5-year deal, I think in the ballpark of 12 or $13 million across those years. An exclusive arrangement with this distributor. It's definitely exciting news to see that people are taking note outside of the U.S. And Canada is, definitely the first of many, distribution territories that we'll be branching off into.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Benjamin Schubert. He is the CEO of Varon Corp. And Ben, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Well, thank you. And yourself, Steve?
I'm doing well, doing well. So the company had significant news out recently, and that's what we have you here to talk about. In essence, an exclusive agreement to bring your products into Canada, the HYDRO Sports Drink from Ballislife. And this is a big step into this country.
Yeah, absolutely. Very exciting. I mean, as we get closer to closing off this RTO with OZSC, we really get to refocus our energy on what we're here to do, which is the distribution and sales of Hydro. So it's very exciting to partner up with someone who not only has that distribution arm and reach in Canada, but is also part of the community in the basketball world. So, this particular deal, which is a 5-year deal, I think in the ballpark of 12 or $13 million across those years. An exclusive arrangement with this distributor. It's definitely exciting news to see that people are taking note outside of the U.S. And Canada is, definitely the first of many, distribution territories that we'll be branching off into.
You mentioned the basketball part of it, and I'm sure you had lots of opportunity with distributors in Canada, but how important was it that you had the basketball component as well?
Well, listen, it's not just the fact that they understand, this industry. It's more so that there are actual points of sales because of the nature of their business. I think it will be close to 8 locations by the end of the year across the country. Major platforms for the youth and for basketball players. Organizations just like the Toronto Raptors and the National Basketball Association already working within these locations. So a big buzz around these platforms and a point of distribution. Of course, they'll be doing brick and mortar and getting the whole retail chain involved. But to begin to position this brand within their own network, generating sales and creating the buzz is definitely very instrumental in how we feel the brand needs to be built. So definitely very excited about that.
Yeah, tell me a bit about the Canadian market. You've obviously done a lot of research here, so you feel it's a market that really can do what you're trying to do here?
Yeah, I think a lot of people underestimate the Canadian market. I mean, that's where we got our sea legs, so to speak. Had some tremendous success in that market. And I think that this particular product, has been no innovation, very little so in Canada specifically. And I think that the market is hungry for it. We see more and more retailers making room on the shelf for functional beverages, healthy, everyone's label conscious. And we see very little competition, especially in the Canadian market, because of the hurdles in regards to bilingual labeling, compliance through the CFIA. So something we have a lot of experience in, and we're very excited to take over that market.
Okay, and lastly, obviously you have a lot of connections with basketball in the United States. Is it something you'd look at potentially in Canada as well, with obviously the success that you've seen in Toronto?
Yeah, it's a really good question. Something we've begun to look into already. There are talks on the table with a lot of our agencies that we work with in the States that represent, potential talent in Canada. It's not something we can commit to just yet, but it is definitely on our radar, and I think will, eventually be a very, very good thing for the brand.
All right, we'll leave it there. Ben, thanks so much. Really great to catch up with you, and congratulations on this deal with Shoot 360 Canada.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Steve.
All right, Benjamin Schubert, the CEO of Varon Corp.